Happy Sunday, everybody. This is what we need to do right now, okay? All of us, we need to light this candle. Because many of us, we need to chill out. Some of you guys watching the video right now, you want to give up. Now is not the time to be giving up. Now is not the time to be being a weak-minded little paper hands. You really need to see what the market makers are doing to all of you guys. They've done it time after time after time. And unfortunately, some people get tricked by the same bullshit tricks. Now, I'll get into some of the other charts in a second, but I want to make this very clear to all of you guys, okay? This is how I see it. This is why I don't really switch to be bearish so quickly. It's staring us in the face right now. These same games get played every single time. This is a total 3. Everything excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. Remember this chart. We're going to flick back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Total 3. Bitcoin chart. Remember this. Bitcoin chart. Total 3. Bitcoin chart. Total 3. Now, I want to ask all of you guys a question. What moves first? Is it Bitcoin? Is it Ethereum? Is it your altcoins? The altcoins dictate the market. The altcoins dictate whether or not Bitcoin's going to pump. Or does Bitcoin dictate the market? Is Bitcoin a front runner of Ethereum? Is Ethereum a front runner of your altcoins? If you don't know this by now, forget watching this video. You need to go and watch a bunch more videos. You need to go and research. You need to go study the history of Bitcoin. And all this stuff of history doesn't repeat, it often rhymes. People showing you fractals. Okay, there are going to be some fractals that I show you in a second for some of you guys to visualize. Doesn't mean it has to play out step by step, okay? Bitcoin. Massive cup and handle. Fear. 40k, 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 30k, 25k, people were saying. Go back in the comments. 25k. Bear market. What happened? Right around here when we started printing our first higher low in the chart and we started to flip bullish again, everybody said, nope, we're going back down to 40k. 48k was the bottom, okay? So usually what the market is very good at doing is convincing you that we're going a lot lower than what we actually do, and it completely sidelines a bunch of market participants, right? Myself, you watching right now, we don't know what way the market's going to go. We can make some educated guesses though, guys. Right now, we're barely even started in this massive handle, okay? So there's two sort of cup and handle patterns that I'm looking at. We could say this is a shallow cup and handle, which would mean our breakout target is going to be somewhere, I think it's like around 1.4 trillion-ish, right? So we could say, yeah, 1.35 trillion. Or we could say, actually, no, we're in a larger cup and handle, and this is more of like an optimistic one, and that's going to be the top of our handle. Yeah, I'm kind of butchering it a little bit, but that's going to bring us to around 1.6 trillion, as we've previously mentioned. But before we do get to that point, guys, we've got to deal with all of this fuckery that we've been in for many, many months. Bitcoin was in this fuckery stage, we call it the fuckery stage, for 6 months. Who held on? Everybody who held on, well done, because it's not easy. Now imagine how that's going to feel for our altcoins to be trying to retest and then break down, then retest and break down before eventually breaking higher, okay? Bitcoin front runs the altcoin market. If you're changing your mind now and you're saying we're going into a bear market and everything is bearish right now, and you're looking at a chart that has this structure, I don't know how many brain cells you got left. Oh, what you can do is you can go to some of these fractals, and some people put a lot of weight into fractals. I don't. I just say this is a possibility. Could happen. Happened before. Doesn't have to happen again, but if it does happen, wouldn't be surprised. We're playing out pretty much the exact same pattern that we did play out in 2023 to 2024 for Ethereum. However, people will be able to find whatever patterns they want and relay it to you guys and say, this is going to happen because it happened before. This actually happened in the middle of last year, or the middle of 2023, sorry. We're now at the beginning of 2025. So again, it's not the same time in the market, but this pattern has played out before. Doesn't mean it's going to play out exactly the same again. It could, doesn't have to, but it wouldn't be surprising if it does. And we've been talking about a sentiment reset on the channel for a very long time. Now imagine if that was the dump. If that was the dump. Now, first of all, before I even say imagine if that was the dump, so many of you guys watching the video right now, you said, I really hope I want another dip. I need another dip. Please don't let that be the final dip. I can guarantee the majority of you guys who actually commented that haven't even bought, or some people would have panic sold, or they just sidelines, okay? So many people ask for the dump. When the dump comes, they don't want to take action. And you're seeing the same sort of human psychology in different altcoins, in different projects. AIXBT actually said that Virtuals is a pile of shit. And someone commented underneath saying, you're meant to be the main AI agent. Why would you say this? You're meant to protect yourself at all costs. Now, I'm showing you this because crypto gets very cult-like. Now, I'm not a maxi for anything. A lot of you guys, you're going to be like, whenever I put a poll up for what coin I should buy, you tell me ICP. When I told you guys that I bought ADA, you roasted me. When I said I bought ETH, you're like, why would you buy ETH? Because I'm not one of these emotional investors, guys. As much as I might be bullish on one coin, I'm not that, thick-skulled to think that everything that I think is going to play out perfectly. So again, I'm protecting myself. I manage my risk by not only DCAing in, DCAing out, but diversifying more my portfolio. But some people, they get so cult-like in crypto, and be careful, because when the cult meter is at the top, that is usually when we are near a top. We saw it with ADA in the last run. I was there, like in the NFT part of ADA, and everyone was like, no, you got to hold on to every NFT. I was like, no, fuck that. I'm selling. Good thing I sold, guys. But the market makers are going to play their games. Now, is this a massive bear trap? To me, it doesn't really matter if it's a bear trap or if we do get a last shakeout, because there's some charts are showing that we're going to have a massive shakeout to around 80k, 88k, wouldn't be surprised. But then, again, previously in 2024, mid to end of 2024, some sort of head and shoulders was starting to play out, and then we ripped higher. Okay, so that is why we don't act in extremes, and we don't just completely sell our bags and say, well, we're definitely going lower because look at this head and shoulders, and it always breaks down. The same way we don't say, the same way we don't over leverage ourselves on longs, okay, because we could go lower. But we're looking at the macro, guys, and Ethereum has flipped bullish. This could be a massive buy signal for altcoins, and this is the macro, guys. Okay, this is the weekly. Each bar, if this is a bar chart, represents 1 week. So when I say like altcoin season is starting, yes, but we're looking at like 4 bars is a month, okay? Doesn't mean that in the next 4 to 8 hours everything has to pump. But it is looking good on the macro. And if you really want to, and you're thinking, right, I've got some capital, just continue to DCA, guys. There's some coins that are at a very decent buy price right now. All you got to do is figure out what you don't have enough of, scroll down. I mean, even Polygon, they've been trying to pick up some more Polygon, okay? Fetch AI, Arbitrum, been trying to pick some more up. Casper, everyone wanted this when it was like nearly 20 cents. It's now at 11 cents, okay? Even ICP at $10, people were flooding in for it at 15 to 20. So there's a lot of opportunities in the market right now, guys. We've got to keep an eye on the fear and greed. Okay, it's a bit more of a serious one today, guys. We'll get back into the pumpy time dancing very, very soon. But it's just one to say to all of you guys, like, crypto can be very stressful. It's not as easy as people think when they do come in and they think, yeah, I'm gonna make so much money so quickly. They don't sell because people make them feel bad for selling online. They can't look at this thing like a few months in advance. If a lot of us think that, the cycle could be over between March and October, that means you've got a maximum of 10 months left to be making your decision of what you do. Okay, so if you've got 10 months left and you can't hodl on for 10 months, and we've been hodling on, some of us, for like 4 or 5 years, then, you're never going to make it in crypto. You've got to change your psychology. But guys, I wouldn't say it's looking too bad at the moment. I would say that at 94k and ETH still at 3.3-ish k, it's not looking too bad, and I think it is a matter of time. So let me remind you, Bitcoin chart, total 3. That's it, guys. That's my message to you this Sunday. Do not give up. You can give up if you want to, okay? You don't have to risk your money in the market. But I know what my plan is. I'm going to be hodling on. I do think that even though there may be volatility, we've got a lot of good things to come, guys. So you let me know how you're feeling about the market today in the comments. If you made it this far, support my journey to 15k by smashing that subscribe button. I'm going to see you tomorrow.